Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Before any speech I ever make, I always acknowledge my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Because he said if you don't acknowledge him, he's not going to acknowledge you. Amen. I come knocking on him to let me in. I also want to acknowledge my wife, Julie, who's here with me. And also, I want to acknowledge my team, Herschel, because I tell you what, we've been in a fight, but I want to thank all of you for getting in that fight with me. I want to thank you so much. And I'm going to tell this little story, and I'm going to try to make it short so we can get ready to go home, because Gunsmoke comes on in a little bit. And this story goes like this. It's about this man that died early in life. And as he got to heaven, St. Peter met him at the pearly gates. And St. Peter said, sir, you're here a little bit early right now. So your name ain't on the roll. So you're the only one in history that's going to get an opportunity to decide where you want to go. Say, I'm going to take you to heaven and I'm going to take you to hell, and you get to determine where you like to be. So he puts him in this elevator and takes him all the way down to hell, and the doors open up. And there's a party going on. He sees some of his friends down there. He's having a good time. And after a couple of hours, St. Peter came to him and said, are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? And the guy said, I got to go now. He said, yeah, you got to make a decision. So he puts him in his elevator, takes him all the way up to heaven, and to get to heaven, there are people floating around on clouds, having a good time. And after a couple of hours, St. Peter came to him and said, have you made your mind up? Have you made your mind up? And the guy said, well, St. Pete, I hate to tell you this, I think I want to go to hell. That seemed like my type of place. St. Peter said, you sure? He said, yeah. So he puts him in his elevator, sends him all the way back down to hell, and the doors open up now. It's hot. People are crying. They're having a miserable time. And the guy said, wait a minute. A couple of hours ago when I was here, there was a party going on. And Satan shows up and said, a couple of hours ago, I was campaigning. And I tell you that because right now the left is campaigning right now for you. They're campaigning. My guy, Senator Warnock, is campaigning. He's lost it right now. Y'all seen it, haven't you? Yeah, y'all saw him in that debate. You saw him in that debate when he became Scooby-Doo for a moment. Because they asked him, they said, sir, will you vote for Biden in 2024? And he goes, oh. I said, well, that's what's happening right now. That's what's happening right now. They don't want to tell you the truth. They're trying to take you down in that elevator and tell you that this is a new normal. And I'm here to tell you it's not. And I'm not that politician. I can tell you that. I don't look like one, don't dress like one, don't talk like one. Because I'm that warrior for God, that he's preparing me for a moment like this. He's preparing me for a moment like this. And the reason he prepared me for this moment, because he knew I was going to have to go up against that wolf in sheep clothing. And y'all saw him, thought he can talk with me in a debate. Did anyone here think that man can beat me in a debate? Let's be real. They don't know Herschel Walker, do they? They don't know me. I'm from that little town called Wrightsville, Georgia. And I tell everyone, if you got 1 year to live, move there, because that year is forever. Same old, same old. But God brought me out of that town, and he took me to college and gave me that scholarship that I went to the University of Georgia. No. And then I got a chance to win a Heisman Trophy. But no. And then I got a chance to play 15 years of pro ball. No. And then I got a chance to be on the 1992 Olympic bobsled team. There's absolutely no snow here in Georgia, is there? But God knew that he was preparing me, so what he had to do, he had to break me. No. He had to break me for a moment because they told me I had a mental problem. And I'm like, Herschel Walker got a mental problem? I'm talking about myself in third person, but I know that. So I said, wait. I got to get this taken care of. So I went to this hospital. And I remember being in this hospital, and I go, whoa, these people here are crazy. But I said, I'm not like them. But then because of the grace of God, he said, we all fall short of the glory of God. And I started working on myself more, and I got better, and I got bigger, because I got washed in the blood of Jesus. Yeah, I got washed in that blood. And then he said, now you're ready. So then I said, I'm running for this Senate seat because I am not going to let Senator Warnock separate my family. I'm not going to let him separate my family by saying America need to apologize for its whiteness. And I'm thinking, what Bible has he been reading? Well, because in the Bible I read, it says a house divided cannot stand. So I'm thinking, what is he reading? But then as I've been looking around, I said, they trying to find the definition of a woman still, are they not? And I can tell them the definition of a woman because it's written in my Bible. It says it's a man and a woman. And the woman comes from the rib of a man. But yet they're trying to tell you a man can get pregnant. And I'm here to tell you, no, he can't. No, he can't. Don't let them take you down in that elevator and try to fool you like they doing a good job for you. If they were doing a good job, we wouldn't have our men and women in blue. The morale is down. Recruitment is down. Only because the guy I'm running against wanted to call them names like thugs and bullies and stuff. And then he want to have no cash bail. Want to release prisoners from jail, from prison and stuff. And I said the only one become prisoner then is us in our own home. And I said he's not doing the right thing. And it's easy to do the right thing. I remember when a coach used to tell me, Herschel, do right. And this man don't know how to do right, does he? Because he don't even know how to do anything because he's been telling me he's a Matthew 25. Matthew 25 says, when I was hungry, you fed me. When I have no clothes, you clothed me. But it didn't say when I couldn't pay my rent, you evicted me, did it? It didn't say that. It did not say that, but yet that's what he's doing to these people that need his help. But yet he want to throw these Bible verses out and saying that he's doing a good job. If he was doing a good job, he wouldn't have voted with Joe Biden 96% of the time, which means now we got high inflation, and they trying to tell you we don't have high inflation. We got open border. Why we got an open border? Got men in women's sports. That he voted to put men in women's sports. That's like asking me to compete against your daughter. Think about it. Think about it. And then he want to release prisoners from jail. I said he's not doing the right thing. And now we get to vote. We get to vote tomorrow. How many of you has already voted? How many of you have already voted? So those that hadn't voted, and those hadn't voted, and those that has voted, telling your friends to go out and vote for Herschel Walker. And if you don't have no friends, go make some friends and tell them to go out and vote for Herschel Walker. It's time that we get this right. It's time we get it right because they're trying to take us down in that elevator and tell us that this is a new normal. I'm here to tell you, no, it's not. We can become energy independent again. And then you listen to our president say that, the biggest threat to democracy is voting for a Republican. No, the biggest threat to democracy is keep him in the White House. That's the biggest threat to democracy right there. The biggest threat to democracy is to have Senator Warnock voted for 4 times against the Keystone Pipeline. Now we're going to our enemies to ask for energy. They don't know the definition of an enemy either, do they? That means that those people don't like you. They need to learn the definition of words now. I don't know the definition of recession. They're trying to make up all these things and take us down in this elevator and tell us this is a new normal. And y'all saying that I don't need to run. Yes, I do. Because the grace of God has done so much for me. Now it's time for me to pay back. And as they say, ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. And that's what I'm about right now. That's what I'm about right now because no, wait a minute. And now they're going after our military too with all this pronouns. And I'm like, pronouns? What the heck is a pronoun? My pronouns are sick and tired of this because Senator Warnock pronoun is going to be former senator. That's a good pronoun for him, former senator. And then we're going to say, don't let that door hit you in the bite side as you leave the people's office. Don't you think that's the best thing to do? Don't let it leave, because right now he's not doing the right thing by you. He's not doing the right things by you because he told you he was going to go to Washington to represent you, did he? And he went to Washington to represent Joe Biden. He told you he was going to speak for you, didn't he? And he raised your taxes and spent your money. And think about this. He spent over $100 million against me already. Wow, that's a lot of money. And the race is still tied. That means he don't know how to spend his money, so why is he spending your money? We don't want him spending your money. No, he don't even know how to spend his own money, so why is he spending your money? And then he said he was going to represent the women, and yet he voted to put men in women's sports. And you've seen this border wide open. They don't want to talk about it. They got people coming across